Hey guys, it's Nina. I am back again with another fragrance video, and today I'd like to do a review for you of a pretty inexpensive but really beautiful set of fragrances. And the reason I say set is because I have the Pour Femme and the Pour Homme version of the same fragrance. It's a cheapie but goodie is what I call it, and you can find these at many discounters, brick and mortar places, as well as online. So let's get started. So the fragrance that I want to talk to you about today is the Guess Seductive Noir is the fragrance. This is the Pour Femme variety. And then I also have the Pour Homme, Guess Seductive Noir Pour Homme. So let's open these packages and smell them. The reason why I purchased this is actually I was watching a fragrance video from another fellow YouTuber. Her channel name is Ksenia. I will link it down below. And she was talking about this fragrance, the Pour Femme variety, because I think she was doing a video on, fragrances that were fairly inexpensive, but that you had to have in your collection. I can't remember the title of her video, but it was a fairly recent video. Anyway, so let's get started with the Pour Femme bottle. I think it's a very, very pretty bottle, but the only problem is it's a fingerprint magnet, as you can see, because it's all black, it's glossy. For an inexpensive fragrance, I think I got this at Burlington, or I'm sorry, I actually did not find it at Burlington. I found this on Amazon. It was like $24, I believe, on Amazon, maybe even a little bit less. So I got it mainly because I was told that this is a very similar fragrance to a very treasured fragrance of mine, Mon Guerlain by Guerlain. And so I was interested to see what it smelled like, because if it was anything close to that, I think I would love it. So let's spray it and see what we get. I also will read you the fragrance note based on what they say on Fragrantica. So okay, so the fragrance note for this is, let me tell you a little bit about it. This is considered an amber floral. It was released in 2019. The nose behind this is Laurent Le Gournec. He's a perfumer that did many of the Bond No. 9 fragrances, if you're familiar with him. So what you're getting at the top is a bright burst of bergamot, sage, and peony. Those are the top notes. And I love the note of peony. I love that fragrance. It's very light, sort of ethereal, not a heavy floral. Goes very nicely with that sage and the bergamot. And then the heart notes are iris, jasmine sambac, and lily of the valley. And I do get that. I get that iris, but I feel like the heart notes are fairly well blended until it's really hard to decipher, between the three florals that I think the one that projects the most to my nose is the iris. And then the base notes on this is vanilla, Haitian vetiver, and velvet. Velvet? How is that a note in a fragrance? I don't know. I don't know what velvet smells like, but I definitely get the vanilla and I get the vetiver. I think a lot of women are not that fond of vetiver in women fragrances. I personally love vetiver. I love that strong note. And in this, it goes so well. It sort of grounds all of the floral notes and the citrus that you're getting up top. Now, does this smell like Mon Guerlain? I definitely get the essence of Mon Guerlain for sure. Somebody who are not really looking for the differences would smell this and say, Oh yeah, you smell like you're wearing Mon Guerlain. I definitely believe that that's true. But what you don't have in this is the lavender, but you're not getting that lavender note as you get in Mon Guerlain. So really that's the only difference, but it's I don't think it's that noticeable or detectable. When somebody smells this on you or in the air and they're familiar with Mon Guerlain, I can totally see why they would say that this smells like Mon Guerlain. It's a beautiful scent. I mean, yeah, I love it. I think it's light and floral, but not too sweet. You definitely get the sweetness from that vanilla for sure, but it's not a sugary sweet scent. It's a very bright floral. That's what I would call it. It's bright. It doesn't have, at least I'm not getting it yet. I don't get that. I don't get sort of the creaminess that you get in Mon Guerlain. I don't feel like I'm getting that. But it smells very good, and it's very similar. I would say probably, I don't know, 80, maybe 80%, 85% similar to Mon Guerlain. Again, if somebody were to smell this in the air without knowing, they may mistake it for Mon Guerlain. So if you like that fragrance, I think you would like this. Now, if you're looking for a one-to-one match, maybe not so much, but it's good enough, right? If you don't want to pay the money for a Guerlain fragrance and you just want to pick this up, I think this would be great. I don't know what the longevity is like on this, but from what I'm smelling right now, it smells great. It doesn't, is it synthetic? Well, yeah. But I don't find that to be a problem because I feel like even, the most expensive niche fragrances can have a synthetic feel to them. So I don't use that as the judge to say that it's a good fragrance or it's not. I mean, does it smell good? Yes, that's my answer. So is it worth, $24? Absolutely. So I would say if you are a fan of Mon Guerlain or fragrances in that genre, then I would say you would like this fragrance. And it actually smells quite beautiful. I can still, it's wafting from the paper that I sprayed it on, and it smells gorgeous. It's beautiful. Okay, so, and I like the bottle, except for the fact that it's a fingerprint magnet, but it's a decent looking bottle for 24 bucks. The packaging, it's just a simple black box, nothing special. But definitely, I don't feel I wasted money, and I'm glad I bought it. Now, let's smell the Pour Homme variety, because I feel like this was also in another video of a fellow YouTuber who recently reviewed this for the men, and I think he also called this a cheapy but goodie. And I apologize, I can't think of his channel name right now. But in any case, this is also one that I think is starting to kind of float around in the Fradcom for a cheapy but goodie. So this is the Pour Homme variety. Black bottle, this time matte, so it's not that shiny black lacquered looking bottle. Definitely a little bit more masculine, and the rim around the top right there is like almost like a bronzy or rose gold kind of color. It just says Guess on it. The top snaps on nicely. Okay, so the notes on the male variety is nutmeg, grapefruit, black pepper. Heart notes are apple, lavender, orange blossom. And the base notes are tonka bean, sandalwood, and liquid amber. I don't know what that is. I'll have to look that up and research what that note is. I'm not sure what that is. But this is considered a amber fougere. And just looking at this right off, I don't know, is this a fougere? Because, okay, so it's got the citrus at the top, so it's got the grapefruit. It does have lavender, but I don't see any sort of like oak moss or, you know, vetiver or anything like that at the base. But it was categorized as an amber fougere, and the perfumer is Jerome Epinet. I'm not familiar with him, but that is him, and this was also released in 2019. So let's spray this bad boy and see what it does. All right. Yeah, definitely getting the fougere vibe right off the bat. You get that bright burst of that grapefruit and the black pepper right at the top. I'm searching for the nutmeg, but I don't really, not really getting the nutmeg. Mostly the grapefruit and the black pepper is what I'm smelling in that initial opening. And then the middle notes are supposed to be apple and lavender and orange blossom. So I feel like I definitely get the orange blossom. I get the apple, but it's not that, like, it's more of a tart, I would say more of a tart, crisp apple. It's not like a juicy, you know, it's not a juicy, you know, like the kind of red apple that you bite into and the juices are dripping down your mouth. Like, it's not that. It's more of like a tart Granny Smith kind of apple that you're getting there at the top. And then I definitely smell the lavender, which gives it that nice kind of clean, you know, men's body wash kind of, you know, vibe. You're getting some of that. And then you start to get, you know, on the dry down, I'm still kind of experiencing the heart notes mostly, but I do see where it's starting to get a little bit on the woody side, right? So you're getting the tonka bean. It's a little sweet. It's not super sweet, but it really does smell. Wow, it smells familiar. That's what I want to say. Like I feel like I've smelled this before, and I'm, you know, now I'm curious to know what it smells like, because it definitely smells familiar to me. I'm curious on Fragrantica what people have said this smells like, because like it smells familiar. So let's see. Oh, okay. So people say that this, now I see why this smells familiar. I get it. 1 Million by Paco Rabanne is, you know, one of the ones that they say this smells very similar to. Halloween Man is another one. 212 VIP. I get the reference to the Paco Rabanne, but definitely not as sweet. I think that's the difference here. I feel like the 1 Million by Paco Rabanne is more sweet, and I feel like I get more of that apple note in that one. In this one, it's not quite the same, but you know what? This is definitely one that you can throw on. Again, I do not know what the longevity of this fragrance is. I don't know how it will perform, but from just the scent profile, this is something you could wear every day. You know, throw this on with a beautiful, you know, polo top and a nice pair of jeans and some loafers, and you throw this on and you instantly, you know, look like you're put together, look and smell like you put together. So I would, you know, I would recommend, and I actually, you know, asked my husband to try this, and he said he liked it. He's more of like an amber kind of woody scent, you know, oody type person. So this, I don't know if this would be his favorite, but this is like I hate the term, but it's a dumb reach, right? It's something you just throw on and you instantly just smell fresh and clean and confident. I think this is one of those bright, happy men scents that just makes you smell like you know what you're doing, right? That's what it smells like to me. So my vote on this one is, you know, if I were to rate this from for a men's fragrance from a, you know, 0 to 10, I would give this, I'd give it a 7. I'd give it a 7. You know, I'm not blown away by it. I wasn't expecting to be blown away by it, but it's definitely one that will be used and can be used and smells, you know, you probably get compliments on this. This is a easily likable, mass pleasing kind of scent profile. So there you have it. Both of them were very inexpensive. I bought them both from Amazon, so you can get yours there. I did also see it, I believe, you know, from reputable sellers on eBay. But I bought this directly from Amazon, not a seller on Amazon, but actually Amazon. So I felt confident about it. It was inexpensive, so it wasn't that big of a deal anyway. But I think the fragrances are good. I would recommend them, the Pour Femme as well as the Pour Homme. It's definitely worth the $24, $25 that I paid for both separately, not together. But anyways, hope you guys have a wonderful day. Once again, thank you for watching my videos. And if you like this sort of content, if you like fragrance reviews, soon I'm going to start doing some lists. I think I just did one, which I don't know if it's up yet, but it may be by the time you see this. So hope you have a wonderful evening. Please comment down below if you've tried either one of these fragrances. Do you think it's a cheapie but goodie? Or do you think that they're just too synthetic and, you know, not worth the money? I don't feel that way, but some may. So let's get a conversation started. I'm always interested in hearing what others feel about these fragrances. So thank you so much for watching again. Hope you have a wonderful day. I will link Ksenia's channel down below. I love her channel. She's a fun girl to watch, and she does all sorts of fragrance reviews and lists as well. So hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.